I got it. Oh shit. Oh no. There, some stuff fell off. Oh, hey, friend. How are you doing? Uh, I'm going to do some more unpacking. The pile of boxes to unpack is slowly getting manageable. And how are you people holding up in the States? I have to admit, the Trump election and the German situation made me more depressed than I would have liked to. And I still don't really have a good idea how to proceed. That is a cool emote. Where is that from? Dancing, Lego. Oh, set to build. Set to build is like the OG Twitch Lego streamer, if I recall correctly. Okay, what do we have here? One of the OG. Oh. Okay. Okay. I just ordered new Ziploc bags and I didn't realize that they are in here. Okay, so those should be 1,000 of so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 8 times 100. That should be. Yeah, I'm buying them by the thousands now. Well, I have been for a while. Coke? Yeah, sure. Do you think I need these little small bags for Coke? Come on. But I want to keep this cardboard box, but they are quite useful for storing stuff. Okay, so that was a bit uninteresting. I think today I want to open some larger ones. I have some bigger boxes lined up. So I've been back from my holiday for 2 weeks and I already feel like I want to go on another one. But I don't have any, I only have 2 days of holiday left for this year. Oh, I think I doxed myself already. Oh, what do we have here? Stickers. So here we have a sticker sheet. I like the devil. Maybe it's a car. It's probably a car. Tüte 1. Eingestellt eBay. So we have translucent green parts. Translight blue. Oh, those dishes are cool. Trans red. Trans orange. trans clear, trans neon green, and trans light green. Is that the new one? No, that's still the old one. And some blue. Oh, and we also have some pearl gold. Vintage trans, which ones do you mean specifically? Do you mean like trans neon green and trans neon orange? That's the only ones that I remember that are discontinued. Ah, okay, but you don't mean, yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm especially fond of the, but that's not vintage in me meaning discontinued. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, so I specifically like the dark blue, the green and red. I don't think that's supposed to be like this. It's an interesting use though for the unicorn horn. So nothing really interesting here. I do like the pearl gold treasure chest. Two little bulldogs. Oh, I didn't even realize they are dual molded. Oh, this type of head I also haven't seen. Is it even Lego? You also have a gold treasure chest. Do you also have a trans clear treasure chest? I have one trans clear treasure chest, but it is very scratched. And this is not Lego. Oh, but these I need. This is very cool. I've been missing these for some Ninjago figures. Okay, and here is what I bought it all for. Let's see if anything good is in here. Ninjago figures, they are in a good condition. These are also quite like translucent parts. But nothing really special here. Oh, I love Legoland. So there's really nothing special. So I hope I paid a good, not too much for this. Oh wait, here's something interesting. That's a CMF, I think. One of those underwater heroes, whatever his name is. Namor? I don't know, but I do remember the color of the fish was unique. Let's find out. It's an Aquaman. Oh no, I was wrong. It was in yellowish green. It was in many more sets. It's sand green where it's only in 2 sets. Namor? Yeah, I mixed that up. Revokes Lego card. Oh no. How unfair. The first time I ever made a mistake concerning Lego colors and rarity, and I get my Lego card evoked right away. Is that really fair? Let's see how much I paid. Here. Oh. So I paid 46 euros for all of it, and it's 64 minifigures. So less than €1 for each minifigure. And we got 2 bulldogs, remember. Yeah, that should be okay. They are in a good condition, and paying less than €1 for each of these is quite a good. What is this song? I know this song. Time. Okay, next box. Oh wait, what is this? Where was this one? Was this also in here? I think it was. Let's just imagine that it was. Okay, let's open a big one. This has been sitting around for a long time because it's so large. ASMR unboxings. Oh, I'm seeing some Star Wars already. Lego Star Wars. Looks like a speeder. Let's put that to the side. More, I think more Star Wars, but builds. Oh, look at this. 75016. Where are the minifigs? Just instructions. Okay, I'm a bit underwhelmed for the size of the box. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Now I feel like a truck lord. Okay, so we have one instruction. Looks like half a kilo. Okay, let's find out what we have. So much plastic. What do you call this stuff in English? Saran wrap? Okay, more instructions. Hoth. Oh, Tauntaun. Children. The question now is only, are there going to be the sets in here? Okay, so this is not really the best way to pack Lego. What do we have here? Wait. Oh, this is a speeder bike and it has a motorcycle base. Let's hope the fixer always fair. Yeah, it always, yeah. I don't think I have seen a speeder bike using the plastic motorcycle chassis. And there's even a little print on here, I think. Or is that a sticker? Very interesting build. It's actually quite cool. Ah, yeah, that's the build from this set here. Tricycle, okay. Well, I got my Lego card revoked anyway, so I'm allowed to make mistakes. Not getting it back at this rate. Well, I'm a Ronin anyway. I'm a Lego Ronin. It is really annoying. Ah, here I have minifix. Cutscape, and don't make me nervous. Oh, cool. Oh, I think this is a Tauntaun. Okay, Probe Droid, nice build. Classic Luke. Oh, this is not even a Han. I thought it would be Han on a Tauntaun. Nice. A Tauntaun, and it has both of its horns. This is always a problem, that they lose these horns. Very nice. Yes. And both clips okay. So this is quite reassuring that we got these figures here. No cracks. Where do you mean cracks on the figures? I didn't really check. I had a cracked torso the other day. 15 euro torso, dark red arms, and I was just about to bag it, and then the arm cracked, and not only cracked but literally fell apart. No, but I would be surprised to see cracks here. These don't look like they have been played with a lot. So I would be quite surprised to see any cracking. Okay, so this looks like the side build. It's interesting. I don't know if the camera shows it, but this one is slightly more yellow than the other ones. Yeah, well, except for that one, no, it smells good, but it's a bit dusty. But all in all, it looks quite good. So smoke smell, I only had that one time. I don't know. I think I unpacked it on stream, where I was really angry about it. So here in Germany, quite often the people will say that they are from a non-smoker. from non-smokers. Oh, cool. Oh wait, is this the gun? What set is this? This looks like the gun that they use to shoot for the escape. The ion cannon, yeah, you know when they lower the shield so that they can escape. I have no recollection that I bought this set. Then there should also be a shield generator here, shouldn't there be? Is that the set with the wrong number of discs for the shield generator? No, I don't think this is a UCS set. Oh no, wait, this is not the ion gun. This is the body of the spider droid. Okay, yeah, that was not correct. No, so these are the two sets. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's the spider droid body. I was thinking of this this cannon that they use to shoot when the transport ships try to escape. Well, it looks like the... Oh, I hope this Jedi is here. I think this is probably the rarest figure. Let's do some more unpacking. But I think I know now what to expect. We should get a snow speeder. And I don't know. And some more figures. Oh, and this thing we should also get. I think this is the snow speeder here. Oh. So saran wrap is officially not good for packing Lego. I mean, I could understand maybe using 1 or 2 layers of this wrap, but so many. Oh, hi, Enoch, how are you doing? I'm still a bit depressed from the American election and from the German state of politics. But nothing that a little bit of Lego unpacking cannot fix. And you think Americans are wasteful? Well, believe me, we can be very wasteful here in Germany too. And look at this, I almost missed this. My only explanation is that this must have been packed by an American expatriate to Germany. And these are, I think these are the spider droid legs. That ain't. How are we doing your breathing? That is a good answer. Worthy of a typical cynical European. Oh, this is so annoying. And the thing it doesn't really help to cut it with the scissors. Okay, we really have lessons learned. Do not use this type of wrap to pack Lego. Yeah, it's going to be 4 tough years for all of us. I think 4 is optimistic. I do believe there will be a new election. I mean, the Republicans are already preparing for the next election. I think they want to make J.D. Vance the next president. And maybe he will even be president if Donald Trump dies or something. And that will not be fun for you. The good thing about Trump is that he's quite stupid, but J.D. Vance, uh-oh. Yeah, I think we should get the UK back into the European community as soon as possible, because I really think Europe needs to unite strongly now. But my guess is that we will be stupid and continue bickering and infighting as usual. Okay, so this is the next side build, as expected. So the last bag should be the minifigures from the other set. Didn't I read somewhere that Vance is telling you he will pull the US from NATO if they don't stop regulating Musk, or was it only? Well, I read something similar. He didn't say that he will pull them from NATO. It was another threat. But it is stuff like that, and this is the way that they are going to talk for the next few years. Everything is a transaction, and they are not beyond this mafia style of blackmailing. So from my side, I think we should currently think of the NATO as being without the United States. We cannot really rely on the US as active member. I mean, just remember, Trump said, "Oh, Putin, you can invade any of my NATO countries, and we will not help them." And I really think he meant that. But it's going to be interesting to see because I mean the United States they didn't go to NATO uh, out of pure nicety. So it was always in their self-interest. The United States foreign policy is usually driven by pure self-interest, and but I don't know if Trump understands that. Okay, I think we are lucky. Yeah, so this is what I was hoping for. Oh, very nice, and in a very good condition. Beautiful. Of course, of course. I mean, foreign policy is always about self-interest, and we should not really think like it's being a relationship between people where you are some altruistic ways. That's why I'm not really too afraid when they say, okay, we will pull out of NATO, because it is really not in their interest to leave that organization. And I do hope that some rational minds would prevail. Well, I didn't check how much I paid for it yet. So it was these two sets, and they seem to be quite complete. And this one I definitely wanted to get the Tauntaun. And that was nice. So I'm happy. I think this is actually my first Tauntaun that is complete. I know I have a body, but I have a missing horn here. Let's check what I paid for it. You want a snow speeder to sit with your 8080? Yeah, I like especially that this is like this gray type of snow speeder. Okay, where do we... Two Star Wars sets. Ah, here they are. Okay, no, that's not it. Shit. Here, oh, it is expensive. I paid 101 euros. Oh, was this a good deal? Let's find out. Okay. Homing Spider Droid. Okay, so they are worth 146 euros together. So I definitely didn't pay but it's not the perfect deal. But still, so this one, the Battle of Hoth, is worth 76 euros and the other one 70 euros. But let's see. Yeah, but this one here is worth 26 euros by itself. Stas Alley. And the Tauntaun is 12 euros, 7 euros for the Luke Skywalker. It should be okay. Do you sort by value? 45 for the second below that. Yeah, here I sorted by value, but of course the box, this is the original box, that is not included. And you always have to be a bit careful because the counterpart here, this is the tauntaun with the parts, and this is the tauntaun body just by itself. And if I sort by value here, it's interesting that these boxes are so expensive. I would not keep them. Well, if I have them, I wouldn't destroy them. It's interesting that this dwarf stripe spider droid is supposed to be 8 euros, even though I don't think there are any special parts in here. Okay, so, but I'm still quite happy about this, especially since these minifigures are in a good condition. And we have one Jedi that I've not had before. And that is a beautiful, I love the hairpiece. And it is in a really good condition too. And yeah, so this one is worth 26 euros by itself. So it should be okay. But I will keep these sets together. So let's see how I can pack this up. Does anyone already have a new Super Battle Droid with a new torso? I think there's a dot here. Oh, you have several. What set did you have them in? Ah, okay. In that double battle pack. I think I'm probably going to disassemble this one. I think I will disassemble these right away. But, well, at the end of the stream. Because, quite frankly, this is not the best way to store these. Okay, maybe we should revoke the also my Lego packing card. Yes. Okay, so that was a big box, even though the contents were not that voluminous. Oh, there was a parts separator, quick separator in here. Okay. Let's go for another larger one. How many more cards can I have? Can you simply not revoke them all? But believe me, if I will sell stuff, I will pack it up better. This is just temporary packaging. Do not make me revoke the innocent. Wait, I don't have an innocent German card. As long as you don't revoke the German guy with a little bit of sense of humor card, that would really hurt me. Oh. This is nice. So here we have some CMF bases. And who can tell me what this is? Art, yes. Oh, by the way, have you seen some of my streams from the modern art museums? But it is indeed art. So I'm quite fond of some modern art. Some I hate, of course. And I was just thinking of that one museum, I think it was in Copenhagen, or it might have been Stockholm with the amateur poor. Very nice. So these ribbers are quite often used for storing. Oh yes, the boat museum. That was really absolutely brilliant. I don't know how it was on the camera, but for real life, and I was surprised. So when I asked my colleagues what should I see in Stockholm, the first thing they said was to go to that museum, and I thought, oh, an old ship. It is unbelievable. Yeah, that was really great. And also a really well done exhibition. Okay, so here we have collectible minifigures, and I think some of them are quite nice. So here we have this Genghis Khan. I don't think she's too cool. I don't know about the Joker. She's good. nice shadow box. Yeah, so I have already quite a lot of these because I usually take out the minifigures. And this one is quite nice. I don't know about the pig, the prospector. I don't know if I have her already. Oh, here we have David Hasselhoff. This is the glam rock star. And this one is quite cool, I think. Let's first check the music. I guess YouTube is asking us video pause, continue watching. The Gamer, Player One. Yeah, especially if you consider that book Ready Player One. This one is also quite nice with the dirt. So yeah, this is going to be quite fun. Let's see how much I paid for this. There are some quite nice figures in here, and they look like they've never been removed from here. Wizard is trash, sent me for disposal. Okay. I can send you some more of the. Do you want some more of this type of trash too? I can use that to pack up the wizard. Ah, here it is. So I paid 62 euros for this. Oh, it's the complete series 12. That's interesting. Wait, I want to see it. Right. I cannot take it. 7100, so 62 euros. Let's take a look. Complete series. Part out. Okay, so they are 98 euros altogether. So that should be okay. Well, the wizard is really trash. It's only the third most expensive one. The jester is even more expensive. Oh, it has 2 playing cards. That's of course good. How much were those figs originally? I don't know. We can check Bricklink. Brick set. Series 12. Oh, nope. Appears in, where is it? In 2 sets. In 2 sets. It doesn't tell the prices, the original prices. Maybe here. Ah, here it says $4, $4 or £2.50. And it's interesting that some are even less worth than the original value. Oh, this I find surprising. The swashbuckler is quite inexpensive, because usually these fighting figures are quite good, but I guess he's not good for army building. And the glam rocker is also not very good. Oh, the princess? Well, she doesn't have a translucent green frog. That's the problem. But a spooky girl, she's cool. Oh, she even has a spider on her dress, on her. Yeah, so this is quite nice. So I paid 60 euros and I got all the figures in a good condition, and the whatever you call this in English, the frame. So that is quite nice. I actually bought some Lego today. I didn't mean to, it just happened by itself. Okay, let's open up another one. I'm going back to the medium size. Well, actually, I wanted to cut back a bit. But then I got I think some good deals today. And I was surprised because on Sundays you don't often get good deals. You've been wanting to cut back as long as I've been following? Yeah, of course. Isn't that always? Imagine what would happen if I would say, okay, no more cutting back. I would probably get so much Lego that my collection would turn into a black hole. And then that would be it. Hopefully it would only be a small black hole. Okay, now I doxed a random person. But since you don't know who he is that even doxing? But I am actually buying less than I used to. So I think I'm on the right path. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, okay, so these are separately packed. Let's see if I can get these. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? That was the frame that fell over. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, some city stuff, but they are all quite nice. So these definitely don't look like they've been played with. I just get the boring city stuff out of the way first. Now this is an interesting headpiece. What type of glasses are those? Strange. City, city, boring city. Police. City, backpack. Oh, we have some spinners. These are the heavy ones that are worth absolutely nothing. City, city. Oh, this is an interesting city minifig. It's like that dog trainer. It's like this police dog trainer type who, so that the dogs can bite into the arms. Stupid ranger. So now I'm starting to see more interesting figures. Okay. What's this? Okay, let's take the Ninjago ones. We have just some standard ninjas, all in a good condition. This is also actually Ninjago. They were in that Tournament of Elements sets. This one also. But he has the wrong legs. I think he's supposed to have short legs. And this is also from the Tournament of Elements. I like those dishes. Also Ninjago. I think he might also have been in that set. And now he's Garmadon. Oh, this is one of the cool steampunk bad guys from Ninjago. I love that series. Ninjago, Ninja. Ninjago bad guy. Ninja. Oh, well, this is quite cool. This is one of those golden special 10 years of Ninjago figures. I think he might be worth like €8 or so, so that is cool. Ninjago. Yeah, but these are, okay, here we have some mixed up figures, so this is not correct. Also 4 or 4. I like those bad guys with a 4 or 4 ever. Also Ninjago. So this is definitely also not correct. But that torso and the legs, they seem cool. Oh, this is one of those old, from what series was this? Was that from Hero Factory? I don't know. It's from 2004. Oh, we have some Chima also. This is some superhero bad guy, not very rare. Some more cities. Oh, a Toyota. City. This looks like Lloyd from the Ninjas Incognito. More ninjas. So definitely a very mixed bag with quite nice stuff, but also some very common stuff. Some Ninjago guys. This is also not the correct torso to that head. Ninja. A ninja with a Chima. Oh, but I think this is a quite rare part. This part in light gray. I have to check that. Where is it? I have to find one of those old ninjas. Ah, they were castle. The old ninjas were castle figures. Where is it? Ah, here we have it. Yes, this one. Okay, but it's not very, no, it's dark gray. What do I have here? That's not dark gray. Light bluish gray. Okay, no, I was completely wrong. Well, it's 70 cents. But it did appear only in these 3 figures. So this is strange. We have a, whoops. Yeah, I'm going to sort that in a few minutes. So here we have an interesting Star Wars torso. If it would please focus. I don't know what that is. Pearl dark gray. But it's definitely some kind of trooper. Hello. How are you doing, Blocksmith? Is that the Ninjago head? I don't know. I was only looking at the torso, because that torso is definitely a Star Wars trooper torso. Oh, and you're absolutely right about the castle head. This is a blocked open stud. And this might also be a Star Wars, some Star Wars legs. Oh, and you look at this. So this is also mixed. The torso is from Indiana Jones' father, but the head is not correct, and the legs also not. But it's definitely the torso. You see the diary here. I was just looking at this exact torso today. So that's funny. Nice mummy from Pharaoh's Quest. Unfortunately, no. So we have some Nexonites, nothing special. More Chima and Ninjago, but these are all in a good condition, so I'm absolutely happy. Oh wait, this is interesting. Haven't seen that yellow Minecraft head. That figure looks ready to steal global antiquities for the crown. Yeah, in the league of and this is also, I think this is a Palpatine torso. I like the combination, and some werewolf head. I think it's definitely a Star Wars torso, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe also from Harry Potter. And these legs with the chain are definitely not Star Wars. The Leagues of Extraordinary Gentlemen, yeah. Love how the British Museum gets so much hate. You mean for stealing all the stuff? Or in that movie? So I think this is the head, the cap from the CMF. And more Pharaoh's Quest mummies. Oh yeah, protecting. Yeah, there's also in German museums they have the same problem. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this. Oh, is that an animal tattoo, or is it just some oil? Funny headpiece. But it's probably just an oil spill. This is cool. I have not seen this torso before. I like it. With the chain and the skull chain. Yeah, I think nobody would argue with that, Nook. But look at this torso. I have to find out from what figure it is. So it is from the Lone Wolf Biker from Stunts. Oh, okay. It's not even very old. Oh, and that's also where the head was from. Oh yeah, I can actually imagine. In Egypt, there's still so much stuff to be found. It's also, I mean, even if you look at what stuff has been destroyed in the Ukrainian war already, or in Gaza. This is really nice. The lone wolf torso. It was also horrible when I during my trip when I was in Warsaw. So Warsaw, the old town, was more or less completely destroyed by the Germans, and they had to rebuild everything. So, oh, this is one of those cool, cool hidden side headpieces. Oh, look at this. We even have a Christmas sweater. I think that's from Marvel. Oh, and that is the, what is that guy? Thrawn? No, the, you know, the guy who snips, who has the golden gauntlet. Thanos. That's nice. Oh, it's Nabla. So this is a Chima torso. Oh, we have Star Wars torso. That's always good. A Super Mario build. Some Minecraft build. A blue scorpion. Okay, here Minecraft riding on a pig. Oh, another Star Wars torso. And I think this is also a Star Wars torso below there. Oh yeah, and these are of course the cool Ninjago guards. And last, no not last, we have at least a Star Wars head, but I'm not sure if this torso is correct. Let's see, what's her name? Oh wait, it is correct. Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. Is this true? This is worth 30 euros? I was wondering why does she have such a strange skirt? Boy, this is cool. Look at this find. Look at this find. This is nice. I was for sure that this skirt is wrong. Well, that is nice. This is so funny. How much did I pay for all of this? Now I'm curious. And she looks to be in a good condition too. I like the headprint. I'm sure I don't have her, especially not with that gloss skirt. Let's check. Right, this I can remove. maybe this one? Nope. No. No. Ah, this could be it. Wait, if this is true, it is true. Fuck, I only paid 50, so I paid 56 euros for it. And we got the Asajj Ventress, who is worth 30 euros by herself. Where is she? Where is she? Did I see her? Ah, look at this, she's here. So I'm quite sure I must have missed her. And no, I don't see any damage on her. We can check in a second a bit closer. So that is awesome. But yeah, I mean, she's visible, but I don't recall seeing her. I remember I wanted this guy here because here in the back, the golden one, he's worth 8 euros. That is very nice. That is very nice. Absolutely fantastic. No, I didn't even know this figure existed. I probably just thought, okay, this is, I knew it was a Star Wars head, but I didn't know it was the complete figure. Yeah, you might be right. So I don't see any problem here. She even looks quite good. This is a beginning crack, unfortunately, or is it? Yeah, there's a beginning crack on the arm, which is a bit of a shame because this is a rare color. And I think the leg is supposed to be dark blue. But the rest is really awesome. Let's check out what this arm... I'm going to turn on the microscope. Yeah, the skirt is definitely correct. I was a bit surprised because the skirt is so strange looking. So this is the first time I've ever seen a skirt like that, to be honest. And the legs are not correct. They are supposed to be dark blue, hips and legs plain. And that is very easy. But the medium blue arms, I don't think that they are common. No, they are not that bad. So the medium blue arms I can get for 30 cents. So that should be okay. So those arms can be replaced. That is a crack if ever we saw one. And here, this is interesting. Here you can also see the mold mark to the right, because often there's like this mold mark that can sometimes look like a crack. But this is a crack. No crack here, and this is the black skirt and the wrong legs. But those legs are easily replaced. Very nice. So that is definitely a perfect find. Oh, isn't she also returning? Isn't she returning in the new series? Look at the cool printing on the torso. Wasn't she in the Bad Batch? No, that's blocked open stud. But we can check the torso. I would be surprised if this was a fake. Okay, so I just need to replace the arm and everything is good. Yeah, so that was a nice deal. Oh, and we also, oh, look at this. I like those. I don't really care too much about the Super Mario theme, but I do like some of the builds, and they are all printed. This is what I find so awesome. No stickers. Oh, and we have what's this guy from the Adventurers? Professor, what's his name? Very nice. Well, this is a good deal. That makes me happy. Okay, so I'm just gonna sort this Overwatch set now. It's good to stop opening stuff once you have a good find. So this set I unpacked this the last time, and it has some quite expensive minifigures in here, but I want to check if it's complete now. Okay, I paid $28.99 for it. $28.99. Oh, it already exists. Yes, replace it. So I must have bought something for $28.99 before. That's interesting. music stopped. This, I don't know why they do this. The video pause, continue watching, yes. I don't often use the web browser to watch YouTube videos. So what I like to do when I sort a set is to sort them by weight. That is a good way to get the big parts out first. So now I've added the weight column here. And if I sort by weight, that's the best way to get the big parts out first. But this is not a very big set, so I guess it's going to be quite fast. Oh no, I have parts here that I didn't add yet to my store. I have to put those into the correct containers. Oh, you just made popcorn. I also have some microwave popcorn that I meant to make for quite a while. I love this American style cheddar cheese popcorn. So, how is your popcorn? Is it sweet? Is it salty? Oh no, Blizzard. I don't like that company. You got sick the first time you ever had cheddar cheese popcorn back in '84 at a roller skating school party and you never touched it again. Okay, that must have been a lasting memory. How do you remember a roller skate party in '84? Wait, how old was I then? I was 11 years old. That was shortly before I moved to the United States. Did you puke? Do you still remember the pile of popcorn puke? No, not the puddle of popcorn puke. You weren't even born? Yeah, look at us old men. I thought I was actually older than VR gamer, but we're probably a similar age. Roller skating school party. Oh, you Americans are so awesome. I remember when I was we saw Return of the Jedi in the school auditorium. That was a really good big thing. That I really remember like it was yesterday. I'm older, really, but then you must have been very young. I'm usually really bad at remembering dates and stuff like that. So we still don't know what type of popcorn you're eating now. Well, we know it's not cheddar cheese popcorn. Oh, what I liked when I was in the United States was Cracker Jacks. That is a style of caramel popcorn that I really enjoyed. I liked the taste of it, and the toys were also quite cool. I think if I would go back to the States, I would definitely buy myself a Cracker Jack. Movie butter style. Takes a year of your life with each mouth. Lots of stickers in this set. So what is movie butter? It's like a butter concentrate, I guess. You take the flavor of 3 kilos of butter, concentrate it, and boil it down into a little tiny speck. I may be younger, but there is no way I'm at, oh, no, I wouldn't take that. So I have been quite close already, but maybe, yeah, I'm starting to think maybe I will outlive other people. But first we have to outlive the next few years of the quasi-fascists taking hold of Europe and America. I'm really curious. So when Donald Trump, he promised to like deport 20 million people from the United States, how soon they will start implementing that. You cannot wait to fear off all the small businesses closing because they find people willing to work for the wages they offer. Yeah. Or when the people start to realize that everything is getting more expensive because of the tariffs, that is also gonna be a wake-up moment, I guess. But this time, nobody can say that they didn't know what it's going to happen. But you know how it is. If something bad happens, it will be Biden's problem. But for me, the bigger problem is still the international troubles we will see. Trump is simply horrible when it comes to dealing with autocrats. He's such a big fan of Putin, and he doesn't mind selling Ukraine. It's okay, UK might be exempt from tariffs. Well, great. But that's probably because you don't export that much into the United States anyway. Don't you have like an export-import deficit anyway? Yeah, it's a large export market, but I think you're importing more. And for Trump, it's mostly he doesn't like the import-export deficits. As long as you buy more from them as you export to them, you should be okay. But I still think you will get some collateral damage anyway. You have a deficit with UK doesn't make shit. Well, you make lava lamps. I bought my wonderful UK-made lava lamps. You have not used it. Yeah, well, you don't have to use it. You can simply turn it on. So I have it in my, I have the lava lamp, and I also got a lava lamp that is powered by candles. And usually when I have visitors and we sit in the kitchen, I turn them on. And maybe I should also produce a lava lamp camera. So I'm planning to make a sand table camera again. Oh, last time you used it, it didn't melt properly and it was all just little bubbles. Okay, how old is it? I mean, and you can get replacement bottles quite easily. But the little bubbles, did you shake it ever? Because you're definitely not supposed to shake it or move it while it's hot. Ah, okay, it's got to be 20 years old. Yeah, yeah. You probably also need a so in the newer ones they don't have the classic light bulbs anymore, but the what are they called? Not LED style, halogen. Is that the English word? Yeah, but Matmos is a really nice company. I don't know why, because they're still producing the same thing. And if it's 20 years old, you probably also have like a bit of the toxic, still of the toxic liquid in there. So don't drink it if you open it. But after 20 years, it is not surprising. So the last one I had before these, I still had them in Berlin and I dropped it. And I still remember how it smelled. It smelled a bit like petroleum. But the newer stuff is supposedly not toxic at all, and you can simply put it into the trash and pour the liquid down the toilet. There goes your trying to blink it. Yeah, good thing I told you not to drink it. You can say thank you later on. My good deed of the day has been done. I saved one of my viewers from poisoning themselves. Isn't it great that your kids will have you? My thank you will be your best purchase from your shop when it opens. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition and my shop to open, but it will someday. I can't wait. I think I need to send you all cameras so that you can take a picture of your face when you realize that I really opened it. Do you know the story of this kind of magician who put a card into a tree? Wait, let me see if I can find that story. here. Oh yeah, I remember that from the movie Now You See Me. Yeah, so this was from the movie. The movie goes on of real how Shrike executed the trick 20 years before he had asked the same man to sign a playing card. Well, anyway, my plan to open up the store is a very long con. You will all be baffled beyond imagination. You will simply not believe it opened. Well, I'm not going to be sending any stuff to the United States anyway. So for you, it's not going to open. But I did want. I think I remember. I want to send you something. Some cape. But I wouldn't be surprised, you Americans, you scientific skeptics. Okay, what do I have here? Two. It's already Monday tomorrow. Who is not in a good mood to work? I think I should start to be a travel blogger, but I don't think I would be successful. Never in a good mood to work. Yeah, actually, when I came back from my holidays, I was quite relaxed. But then this the American election and now the German situation really reduced my good mood. And I hate being affected by stuff like that. But I simply cannot stop it. And the specter of a German election and like 20% AfD, that is so horrible. What's happening in Germany? So the ruling coalition, the government, they broke up, and the chancellor, he fired the finance minister of the FDP, of the small liberal party. So now there is no real coalition, and he will have to call a vote of confidence, and that will probably fail, and then the parliament will be dissolved, and we get new elections. And the problem is currently they are fighting about when to have this vote of no confidence, because the opposition would like to do it right away, but that would mean elections around Christmas time, which is a very bad thing. So in realism, the elections will probably be at the beginning of next year, somewhere in February or March. But the thing is, it looks like we will for sure get the CDU, that's the center-right guy, as a chancellor, and he's really bad. I hate him. I hate him so much. He's like a caricature of a guy from the I don't know, from the 70s or so. He's not in this age, and so are his politics. And he has no ideas, and they just want to do it everything like before, and they have no idea how to solve current problems. So it will be a lot of wasted time again. That has to be done later. So they will not do anything good for climate change and necessary changes. So it's going to be a lot of wasted time that should be spent in getting the country ready for the future. But it is like in the States, if the majority of people vote for it, I guess we have to accept it. But it's just so painful that people only vote so short-sightedly. And of course, we will have like, my guess is about like 20% AfD, which is too much. But they are still, it's enough to cause trouble, like all those fascists, they don't really care about anything. So they only want to disturb the democratic process. So it's definitely not going to help to have them in the parliaments. What's the voter turnout like in Germany? UK isn't very good these days. I think it's about comparable. So somewhere around the 70% mark. It's of course too low. I think it is not what they do in Australia or in Belgium, where you're like you have to vote, and you get a small fine if you don't. I think that's not the worst thing. But I don't think that's going to be implemented in Germany. The beatings will continue until morale improves. Yes, fining people for not voting isn't very democratic. Well, I mean, that is the question is how can they justify it in Australia and in Belgium? And I would agree that it's not democratic if you were to force them how to vote. But I don't really see thinking that forcing them to vote as being democratic. I mean, you can still vote for nobody if you go in there. So you're still allowed to spoil your ballot or leave it empty. And I would rather consider it like a protective measure that and it's not like you're being put into prison if you don't vote. But you're absolutely right. I should take a look at how they officially, what the official rationale behind it. I'm quite sure they have some good arguments for it. You need to encourage people to vote, not fine them. But how do you encourage them? Would you pay them? Give them a sticker? Isn't it also in Australia that you get like a hot dog when you vote or something like that? Yeah, I think it is also, I mean, like in the States, they want to disenfranchise people. They strike them from the voter rolls, or they have the election on a Tuesday where people have to work. And maybe making it like mandatory to vote could be a protection against some forces trying to disenfranchise voters. Because this is something, I mean, especially in the United States, where they always try to purge people from the voter rolls, and they have to re-register. And it's surprisingly usually like minorities or black people or people who are taken from the rolls. I mean, that could be battled against by saying it's mandatory to vote. Give them policies worth voting for and actually keep them to them might be a good start. If the people would care about the policies, this is one of the biggest takeaways that I've taken from the election. It's usually not about policies. It's about stomach and promises that are made. But so I think if Kamala would have simply said, "Okay, I will halve the gas price," maybe it would have been different. But she's, of course, wasn't willing to promise stuff that she cannot do. Because the people definitely did not vote for Trump because he has better policies. I mean, this is quite sure. And I think we have to realize that we are like in a populist age, where it's not about rational decision, but making people feel something, and if that's the way it has to be, I guess we have to adapt to that and also tell people stuff that they want to hear. It's a bit difficult on the left though, because you don't have that much of a propensity to lie to people. You think that inflation was blamed on Democrats? Yeah, that is definitely the case. So the people having the feeling that it was cheaper under Trump, that definitely was one thing. But quite frankly, most people don't really understand the concept of inflation. They know if something is expensive, and I think that definitely had something to do with it. That they had the feeling it was the cost of living was better under Trump, and I can fully get this. But the problem is, it was not Trump's. It was not due to Trump, and it will simply not get better. And you always have to see that if people cannot afford basic stuff in their lives, they are rightfully unhappy. The problem is only that Trump will not be able to make it better. So this is where the people will definitely be disappointed. But it is a similar problem here in Germany, that so the party that I'm mostly behind, the Green Party, that they are quite often not really addressing the economic problems of the lower income classes, and that is quite bad. Just wait for Trump and Elon to partner up on citizen flights to space, the grand prize of a ride to space on his dime. Just stop asking all those questions, commit to voting for anything but Trump's put forth. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the big problems, that Trump is like in bed with these super rich guys. And if the super rich control politics, it will not end good for the lower and middle income people. And this is where I personally see the biggest problem is in income inequality, that we have this small class of super rich people. And I'm talking about super rich, like people who have 100 million or more or so. And they realistically need to be battled against, because they are the enemy and not the lower income people or foreigners. But if they are able to influence and buy votes and get political power, it will be quite difficult. And they, of course, only want the working people to infight and look down or sideways instead of looking up for the enemy. I mean, just imagining Elon Musk getting a lot of political power, that would be really good for the United States. He will tear down a lot of stuff that is in the way, his way of getting even more rich. It's like an evil Willy Wonka golden ticket. Yes, yes. I just hope that the Democratic Party in the United States starts to realize that they cannot continue in a similar vein. They have to go more into the Bernie Sanders route. You know, like a good left-wing populism. Because populism, I mean, it's not bad in general. But it is always really hard. You know, if somebody would go in the United States and promise the people like universal health care and really mean it, and be willing to fight the entrenched healthcare system in the States, I think that could make a difference. You know, getting real social benefits in law, like a decent amount of holidays, better protection for unions, and all this stuff. I'm always thinking about FDR. I mean, it's not. He was a bit of a left-wing populist in that he implemented policies that really noticeably improved the lives of people. But that will only be possible if the Democratic Party will not be controlled by their corporate overlords also. The Democrats will collapse in the next year. I'm not too sure about that. I hope that they will be able to learn a lesson, but to be honest, I'm also not very confident. But since you have like this entrenched two-party system anyway, it with the first past the post, even if the Democrats as an institution goes away, something else will take their place, and I don't know if it will be better or not. I do know that the American Green Party is shit. So even though I'm here in Germany, I'm completely behind the Green Party. The American Green Party with that Jill Stein is not worth. Uh, so the Democrats they need like a younger guy like Bernie Sanders, and their establishment needs to realize that they cannot simply do the same thing over and over and expect something different to happen. But to be honest, I don't think that's realistic. I guess they will continue doing it and they will put somebody like Gavin Newsom or so, who is still a very establishment kind of guy. An evil Willy Wonka golden ticket. Yeah, Gavin would be a 100% guaranteed loss for next election. Yeah, I also don't think he would be win. I mean, I do like that he's a bit more aggressive, but he's still just the establishment Democrat. He is not. And to be frank, what he does in California with the homeless people is also not very nice. Unless millions of Americans are directly murdered by Trump. Well, I mean, we will see how when he really starts deporting people. I mean, and his plans are really also. Don't they also want to take away the American citizenship from people? And my guess is that some of those Hispanics that voted for Trump, they might change their mind if some of their family members suddenly get deported. More importantly, what's it like being governed by a convicted criminal? Yeah, I mean, that is. All those charges are going to be dropped now anyway. And I don't know if he will even get any punishment for his convicted crimes. I mean, when Trump said that he can shoot like a person on Fifth Avenue and nobody would care, I think he was absolutely right. I think we're missing a part. Could it be? And it's a stickered part. Ah, I found it. Ooh. Good, 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 good. We are in play again. Yeah, so it was the stickered pink piece, and I thought it might be missing. And I'm always happy when I'm not when I'm still believing that it could be complete. And now I'm in the it might be complete mood again. Stickered parts are horrible, you say it. And completely unnecessary. I always tell the people Lego could do without stickers if they wanted to. You can just have to look at the Super Mario sets. Nintendo made them, implement them without stickers. And even those QR code stickers are of a different style. So they are not prints, but they are tougher stickers. So it's definitely an economic choice. Taking apart Ministry of Magic. Did you buy that used? Or are you yourself to blame for those stickers? That's why I simply don't apply any stickers, because I would hate misaligning them. I'm quite sure I would probably not be as bad as kids, but I would also not be as good as Blocksmith Forge, because I don't have the special goggles. It was your daughter's. Okay, so did you, what do you call it, to disavow somebody? You know, like you take away, you're not my daughter anymore? Or isn't it your parental obligation to help your daughter? Yeah, that's the goggles I'm speaking of, Blocksmith. No, nothing. It's hers at the end of the day. But why are you taking it apart for her? Do you also clean her room? Now we're getting into the serious topics of parenting, of which I have a lot of experience having 0 kids. Uh-oh, we scared VR gamer away, speaking of kids. Or maybe it was the Ministry of Magic set. Ah, okay. You've taken all the Harry Potter stuff down. She doesn't stay much these days, so unboxing it all up. What do you mean she doesn't stay? So, or is she simply outgrowing the Lego phase? Ah, she lives with her mom and now she's a teenager. She prefers to visit. Oh, is it from an earlier relationship? I thought you were living with your partner, but then again, it's none of my business. She's far from outgrown Lego. She has a massive collection. Oh, okay, that's nice. Must be nice to share a common hobby with your dad. 2, 4, 5. I should also take some of my Lego down and clean up some space. But there's always something else to do. I'm starting to think maybe I should invite my nieces over to help me take it apart. And pay them minimum wage to do it. I don't know. It's getting very expensive. She wanted the Little Mermaid set for Christmas before it discontinued. Which one? The one with the big shell? Yeah, and Lego is expensive. That's why I tell people with kids usually to buy used Lego for their children. Ah, yeah, that is the one I was thinking of. That is actually quite cool. I like the build of the shells. Are those minifigures or are they mini dolls? Oh, they are mini dolls. Oh, look at cool ones also. Minifigures. King Triton. I'm always quite fond of these mermaid tail parts. And this is an awesome headpiece. Yeah, I think that is a smart choice if you're a collector. I was not that smart, but I don't know if I can really call myself a collector. I think I'm more of a addict. She gets Disney, Star Wars, and not Technicars. Okay. And now Technicars. I thought, okay, really Who was it? Who was it that told me the other day that their kid had a Technicar but wasn't too happy because it was too difficult? Wait, and aren't you afraid that she's going to turn gay if she plays with cars? Or are you only buying pink cars? Pretty sure that a non-binary. Okay. Well, I'm quite sure that it wouldn't bother you too much anyway. I always joke about this because I hate these gender toys and stuff like that. So I'm always making a bit fun of that. And quite frankly, I think if I was a girl, I would probably also turn gay. Looking at the state of men these days, yeah, that is the truest thing. This is why I'm so happy about my parents that they never forced us as kids into being in a certain way, and they really made us feel that they are only interested in our well-being and in our happiness, and that makes a huge difference. So I can consider them lucky to have a dad like you. It is so painful. Have you heard in the United States the number of calls to these hotlines for troubled kids, LGBTQIA kids, has risen by 700% after the Trump elections because all these kids are now afraid that Trump will take away their health care and support. That's really, really horrible. Yeah, this is also I have no idea. And I mean, for these people, it's going to be even. I mean, I'm anxious because I'm afraid for the state of international politics and for the delays. But I mean, these kids are in real danger. I mean, the people they are seriously considering, forbidding gender affirming care and stuff like that. And I mean, this is such only hateful. I have no idea what how they can justify it otherwise instead of hate. And it's such a small minority, and for me, it is I don't understand it. And just imagining how horrible it must be for these kids when they don't have parents that accept them. It's not just Trump that's the problem. Republicans control basically the whole government now. It's going to be bad. Yeah, for me, I don't really know if there's too many loud people because I mostly hear also here in Germany people who have from the right starting about this trans business. Actually, I haven't really met any or heard a lot of people from that community being very loud or obnoxious. Like here in Germany, we have this problem about gendered language, and it's usually the people complaining about it who bring it even up as a topic. They need it for their stupid culture wars. Yeah, and in the states, it will be a tough time with the Senate and the House and the Supreme Court being in the control. So you really have to work on in 2 years on the midterm elections to gain control of the House. That is going to be of utmost importance. But he can do a lot of damage in that time. and it's going to take a long time to repair it again. This is what I always hate. It's so easy to destroy stuff and dismantle stuff, and rebuilding it again. Oh. This is the same here in the German. The far-right parties, they are all about destroying. They have no really idea. They only want to take stuff apart. And I'm not even saying that everything is perfect. But if you chop off your arms to heal a wound, oh yeah, you're absolutely right. So media doesn't help the situation. Yeah, so this is even worse in the UK and in the States. So I think in the UK you have it the worst. Your media really sucks in that it is like this privately owned, that it's really one-sided, very biased. But here in Germany, we also have like the biased private media. The public media, like the BBC, is a bit more neutral. But I think what's also dangerous, people simply don't care about the media anymore. They just go to the internet and they live in their Facebook bubbles, and they cannot really be reached anymore by neutral and factual information. Yeah, so the BBC also, it was really in the past, it was considered like a beacon of neutrality. But what we hear from the outside, this must be over, and that is a real shame. So this here in Germany we have it a bit better. The media, the publicly funded media, is really independent. So it cannot be easily taken over by the government, even though the far-right parties, they want to change that. Because the Nazis, they always want to take control of the media. So this is an ongoing battle in Germany, how to keep the media independent. And they are doing the same thing like that Trump does in the States. You know, like they always call it fake media. They want to undermine trust in the media. And of course, if you have like these Rupert Murdoch mouthpieces, distrust is of course justified. But if you don't trust anything, you are open to being told anything also. Those people love Fox News, though. It blows my mind, yes. This is a big problem. I mean, Fox News is a propaganda channel. You cannot say it differently. It is not news, it is propaganda. And there is no easy solution how to deprogram people who are caught in that bubble. But that is also why we need politicians like Bernie Sanders and even Pete Buttigieg, because they go on Fox News, and even though they are of course the outsiders there, it is still necessary to try to reach them. We cannot completely give up on the people caught in those bubbles. Otherwise, we will completely lose our democracy. But it is hard to reach them. So here in Germany, for me, it is also totally. On one hand, I would really tell those people you are stupid fucks for voting for those assholes. But on the other hand, I know that we cannot give up on them. No, I also disagree, Nook. This is that there is differences. Well, okay. I mean, so I have to admit the situation in the UK is really bad. But that is because it's bad in the UK. It's not because it's a that it doesn't have to be that way, and it was not always that way. It's not a built-in mechanism. It is more of a problem that privately owned media by super rich people that have a bias will turn media. I mean, the thing in the States, Bezos owning the Washington Post, is a sign of that. And you can be sure that he will, if he takes more influence, this paper will become also a propaganda outlet. And the question is, of course, how can you define independent media, and how can you keep it independent? And that is not a difficult question. That is not an easy question to answer. But I think, for one, the privately owned media by super rich people with a political agenda is definitely a problem. I mean, if you just look how blatantly Elon Musk uses Twitter for his political purpose, it is unbelievable. Funny enough, the BBC is pretty reliable when reporting on US stuff. Yeah, so actually, I heard somebody comment on this, that the reporting on foreign situations is often more neutral because you don't have any real incentive to lie. And for me, it feels a bit like any other basic need. So we have a basic need for water, we have a basic need for food and for housing. I even believe we have basic needs for transportation. And I would also count media into this. And so I wouldn't say that you have to, privatize every type, nationalize every type of media, but you have to ensure a publicly funded media that is independent in a way that is really independent. Not like what they did with the BBC, like appointing political people, but making sure that there is no undue political influence on the media reporting. And I think that can be done. So in some, but then the question, even if you had this type of media, how would you ensure that people use it? If they want to hear the private shit or the Facebook bubbles. I mean, you cannot force anybody to read a newspaper. You cannot force anybody to watch a neutral a news show. So, but at least you would say it would be available, and this is, I think, is a problem. If you don't have any media available to you that can inform you neutrally, then you are in a big trouble. And people, I mean, people only consuming Fox News in the States, they are, I mean, how can you say it differently? I mean, they are, to a certain extent, they are lost. And no risk of yeah, I mean, this is also another topic, how the foreign influence on the media is, that is a big question that we will have to find answers to. I mean, because it is really getting very blatant how especially Russia is influencing media and discourses in other countries. As long as it is accessible and it can work, it doesn't help a lot of the better media sources are now going behind the paywall. Yeah, that is completely true. And that is why we need this publicly funded media that is not hidden behind a paywall. And I'm yeah. It's definitely going to be very interesting in the next 3 years. And I just hope that we can manage it so that the people of Ukraine do not suffer too much. This is to be honest, my biggest worry, that the West will give up on Ukraine. Yeah, so I am. So I'm also afraid that we will not be able to count on the United States anymore. I mean, but then again, also, I mean, Europe also has to blame itself in a bit. We never gave Ukraine enough help to win anyway. 6. And now saying it's only the United States' fault, but it is going to be very bad for everyone if Putin wins. NATO just needs to get involved in Ukraine. There's been enough breaches already. Yeah, this is a big, difficult question. On one part, I totally agree. On the other part, I don't know if we can rely on NATO if the United States is not fully behind us. What I do know is that Poland will not give up. So even if we know, everybody says, because Poland and the Baltics, they know what is going to happen. And they know not only because they have experience with Russia, because they listen to what the Russians are saying. And I always say we have to listen to Poland, we have to listen to the people from the Baltics. If they are warning us that Putin will not be, it will not be enough for him, we should listen. And why should we think that it will be enough for Putin if we show him that it is okay to take land by force? And all the alternatives are going to be so much more expensive. There will be at least 10 million more Ukrainian refugees. And who's going to take these? Everybody says, we don't want any more refugees. It is, for me, it is such a horrible thing. How goes sorting? Sorting goes quite well, but we have devolved into a political talk, and I'm getting depressed again just thinking of the future. But we should not give up hope. I'm just feeling bad because at the time when Europe and the West should really hold and stick together and work on a united front, it feels like everybody is more or less out for themselves again. And this is exactly what Putin wants. He wants us all to fight against each other and only care about our interests. He's really about divide and conquer. And I think Trump also doesn't really care about having his allies being united. 2, 4, 6, 8. Trump's only concern is Trump, yeah. Finally, Ministry of Magic is back in the way. How do you store your use sets? Do you put them together with the instructions, or everybody has their own way of storing them? And I think mine is of course perfect, but I think it's like putting stuff into the dishwasher. Everybody has their own special system. Yeah, don't worry, we are gamer. I'm certainly don't want to put one-sided blame on the United States. And you're absolutely right. You spend a lot on military. I don't think you're only doing it for unselfish reasons. But it is true that the international community relies heavily on the United States military. And for me, NATO is really a good thing. So I always thought, okay, this is cooperation and international organizations are good. And I'm more or less not sad because Trump is such an asshole because he wants to move away from this stance of it cooperating internationally. And we have forces like that in Germany also. So we have the AfD, the far right. They want to get Germany out of the EU. They would like to Germany to also withdraw from NATO. It's like with Brexit. They want us to move apart from each other, and that is always bad. Look how well getting out of the EU worked for. Yeah, I mean this is something that even for the United States, even if you look at the history, I mean you had a lot of isolationist phases, and it simply does not work to believe that you can separate yourself from the ongoings in the world. And it's also, I mean, this is what I try to tell the people here in Germany. It will not be less expensive. We are not going to save money if we don't help the Ukraine, even though it is quite expensive and it is horrible to have to buy weapons. Uh, but if we don't do it, we will have to buy weapons for our own boys at some time. And what I simply cannot understand here in Germany, there's a lot of people who say, okay, we should align ourselves with Russia instead of the West. And this is something for me I simply cannot understand why they are about it. I mean, Western democracies are not without troubles. The United States has done horrible stuff in its past, uh, but that doesn't mean that we have to give up on working together. I mean, and especially going to Russia is, I mean, sorry, this is. We are living in a Brexit impact is hard to determine given everything else that's going on. Well, what I think what you can at least say is the promised benefits have not definitely not appeared yet of Brexit. And I can speak at least for the rest of Europe. One of negative is that we have one less strong partner inside of the EU, and we really need to get our act together. So I think it is really important that, especially concerning the Ukraine, that Europe learns to speak with a more united voice. I'm missing this part, but those I have anyway. Okay. This set is sorted. Is that because we are spending buildings on funny Ukraine? It is, I mean, it's always difficult to say. What I do know is that the alternative is going to be more expensive. Oh, okay. I'm tired. Or is it down to Liz Truss and her bonkers economical planning? Yeah, she did a lot of damage in a very short amount of time. That's really surprising. And she's still trying to milk everything she can out of that latest time. Okay, so let's see where we can write off to. I'm gonna check out what we can do. Oh wait, let's first see who's on. So we see Mr. Ra set to build. Astro Kanok, Hazan Abi is not Lego. So Mr. Ral or set to build, or can you give me another recommendation? Somebody we haven't rated before. Let's check same category. She should be taken outside and shot as a traitor to her country. Did more damage than anyone in the last 20 years. It was good to hang out, Brixmetal. Yeah, thank you very much, Blocksmith. And thank you for dropping in. I will really try to get the camera up for my sand table. Look at this, how many people are building at Uptime, 16 viewers, Bionic Benko, Lunchtime Lego sorting, the brick bots, Jimbo's bricks and bots, 1 viewer. So should we rate somewhere that doesn't have many viewers? Lunchtime Lego sorting at the brick bots. How about that? Let's rate them. It looks like a nice couple. So thank you very much for joining me. Sorry for getting a bit too political. I am frankly quite down currently because of that situation. So don't mind me talking too much about it, but we will get through this somehow. Have a great night, have a great weekend, and I will try to stream a bit more often. See you and bye-bye.